Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto and Juno coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Today we got an unboxing. We got an unboxing today. And where does this one come from today? Well, it's coming from Cold Steel. Cold Steel. Cold Steel, people. And let me see if you can read this. I don't know if you can read this, but they put the packaging list on the box too. Yes, it says 3.5 inch Engage Tonto 1. And the reason why I got this one, people, because as y'all know, I already have a 3.5 inch Tonto Engage that I planned on using to turn into a titanium Tonto, an original goat titanium Tonto. And by the way, the original goat scales are on the way. They should probably be here within the next couple of days. So that'll be the next video that you guys see me do, is putting the Tonto together with the original goat, titanium original goat kit, Engage kit. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this one up. And in my pocket today, oh yeah, my 3.5 inch Engage. It's the first one I did. Aluminum kit, and I polished it. This was raw aluminum, and then I polished it. Polished it to a mirror finish. Absolutely love this knife, people. This Engage coming up will be, let me see, I have the carbon fiber Engage. I have this new Engage in here. I have 2 of these, so that's 3. And then I have this one and my purple one. So I have 5, this will be my 5th, this is my 5th Engage. 5th Engage, people. Absolutely love the Engage. And one reason why I got this one, because I got it so cheap. I got it so cheap. $87.49 for a CPM S35VN 3.5 inch G10 handle Tonto Engage with a 3.8 millimeter thick blade. I can't believe that. Cold Steel sent me an email. And in the email, it was a discounted price for the Engage. And then they gave me a 30% discount on top of that. So that's how I got it for 87 bucks, people. $87.49 to be exact. $87.49. And normally these things go for like $150, $160 or somewhere around in there. So, you know, I couldn't resist that, people. So even though I already had one, I went and got another one. I thought it'd be cool to, you know, keep one stock. And this one I will leave stock. I'm not going to modify this one at all. It's going to stay totally like it is. And so my 2 stock ones will be my carbon fiber one, the one with the CTS XHP steel, the special edition one, limited edition one, and this one. This will be my stock version of them. And then I have 2 of the clip point ones like this. One's purple and one's like, and this is the other. And then I'm going to have the other Tonto that I'm going to convert to a titanium Tonto original goat kit with the skiff bearings. Absolutely love these, people. These knives are awesome. Can't recommend them more. Absolutely love them. And they're really awesome to me. Their stock form is nice, but I like them when they're turned into OG goat knives. When you turn these into OG goat knives, the handles are really, they take out all the hot spots in the handles. These are some of the most comfortable handles I've ever felt in the folding knife. The only thing that's more comfortable than these, I think, is just because it's just a little bit bigger, is the 80-10 handles. And the handles I like best for those are also the original goat kit 80-10 handles. Original Goat knows how to make really nice handles. They really finish things really well. To me, if you ask me, I think Original Goat is probably the best aftermarket scale manufacturer. If you want to get the metal scales or whatever kind of scales that they make, it's going to be perfect. But I like their metal scales. I like the titanium and the aluminum scales. I like the aluminum because they're light. I like the titanium because they're super strong. But honestly, I probably prefer to carry the aluminum ones the most because the aluminum ones are still super strong and they're also, you know, just a little bit heavier than G10. So they give you a lot of strength without giving you a lot, adding a lot of weight. That's what I like about the aluminum. And this aluminum, it polishes out so nicely. And the lock bar and everything's been polished on this one too, people. So, you know, normally you don't have a shiny lock bar like that. This is the lock bar. This part right there. The CPM S35VN, these are nice blades too. And this one has been carried a lot. And it's been fidgeted with a lot. This is the one that made me fall in love with the engages. Because I had 2 engages before I got the original goat kit, and I never really carried them because I don't know, it was cool for a minute, and then I sort of I went back to, you know, the shark locks, because the shark lock, you know, my 8020S and my 8020.5s are probably my 2 favorite pocket knives. I like the 8020.5 when I want to carry a really lightweight knife that's small. It's my favorite 3-inch blade knife. And for 3.5-inch blade, my favorite is the 8020S model. I don't have an 8020. I've been always wanting an 8020. I've never had any luck at getting, you know, catching the drops or getting one because I don't want to pay a jacked up price for one. I want to pay, you know, the retail price. And then usually the retail price for them is like in between, is like $425 or $450. That I would pay for, you know, a G10 model. I was trying to get the whale shark. Really wanted that one with the Magna cut steel for was it $450? I think it was. Absolutely love these. This to me, once you put the OG goat kit on it, it brings it up to that same level as like a Demco or one of those high-end knives. You know, I'm using Demco because Demco makes the lock types I like. I'm not really a Chris Reeves type person because I don't like liner locks. I'm not a liner lock person. I don't really care. I do have liner lock knives. I do have frame lock knives, but you very seldom see me carrying them because the only ones I do carry are probably my Tylite 6s. Oh yeah. The specs. Blade length, 3.5 inches. Overall length, 8 and 3/16. I think that's a 16. My eyes, people. I need a new prescription. Steel, S35VN. Weight, 6.4 ounces. Now, when you put this kit on it, it lowers it down to 5.9 ounces. This kit makes it lighter than the original kit because the original Engage has steel liners, as you know, stainless steel liners, heat-treated stainless steel liners with G10 handle scales. G10 and stainless steel, you know, ends up weighing more than the linerless aluminum handles. These are linerless. The skiff bearings inside. I love this one though, buddy. This one is... All right, let's go ahead and open it up. Let's put this box aside. It's all the way sealed up, it's taped up. Coming from Cold Steel. So if something's wrong with this one, I can call them up and tell them I had an issue. And I can say, hey, you know what? It's the one that you sold me. So this is the second thing. Was it like the second? No, I think it's the third thing I bought from Cold Steel so far. I can't remember what the first was. I know I bought something else before I bought the I got the deal for the 5 Max at Christmas time. I want to say it was the batons. I'm not sure, people. I can't remember. There it is there. Isn't that a beautiful knife? I like these. I like the 3.5-inch Engage. I think the Atlas lock works really good for a knife this size. I would say probably for a knife this size and maybe like a 4-inch model too would be nice. But like, I don't know how, to me, it doesn't work that well when the knife handle starts getting smaller because the positioning of the lock. And if you want to use it like a fidgeting knife, it gets, because you have to totally reposition your hand to use this lock. But when it's this size, it's not like a total repositioning of your hand. It's just a movement of your finger here. Oh, this one's stiff. Oh, this one doesn't have skiffs too, people. Okay. See, that's one reason to keep a stock knife, because I like showing people the difference between a skiff knife and a stock one. There we go. I gotta give it more wrist. There we go. No wrist. This is, I love this knife. I love this one, people. This is a really great knife. The Atlas Lock Engage, the 3.5-inch Engage. I wish they would make a 4-inch. If they made a 4-inch, oh man, I'd be head over heels over it. I'd be head over heels for one of these with a 4-inch blade. Or make it, like 3.9 inches or whatever, you know what I mean? 3 7/8. Right under, just a touch under 4 inches, so it's legal everywhere. Everywhere that you can have a 4-inch blade. And make it just like this, only just a little bit longer. The handle a little bit longer and the blade a little bit longer. You can make the same width and this, don't make the blade any wider, just keep it the same, width that it is, just make it longer. I think this would be an awesome knife. It is an awesome knife already. It's one of my favorites, the 3.5-inch Engage. This and probably the 80-20S are probably my two favorite knives. And after that, I would have to say it would be my, Microtech MSI RAM-LOK. That'd be number 3. And the Microtech, to be honest, people, I carry that one all the time. I really like carrying the Microtech. And, for a couple of reasons, because the one I have, so far, I haven't got my original goat kits yet. And those are on the way too. But I'll have a titanium kit and the aluminum kit. But the reason why I like the carbon fiber one is because it's so light. It weighs under 5 ounces, or weighs right at 5 ounces. And, and for the MSI, with the polymer handle scales, it was 4.8 ounces. So it's like right next to what the polymer scaled one is. And then, then it has the carbon fiber scales, which are a lot stronger and, they look nicer. And I just like the way that they're made better. And I just like it. I carry it all the time. And first it sort of bugged me because like the screws are a little bit proud on the scales. I like the screws being either, right level with the scales or beneath the scales. This one has screws that are a little bit proud too. But that's the way a lot of knives are made. Like this one right here, you can fill this screw. You can't fill these though, it's only this one that's proud. But I like things when they're flush, when they're flush with the handle scales. That's why I like them the best. So like when you can see the screws, but you can't really feel them. And the only screw that, it doesn't bother me if it's like sticking out further than the handle scales is the pivot screws. This knife is beautiful, people. Beautiful knife. And this one is going to stay stock. I'm not going to even take this one apart. My carbon fiber one, I've never taken apart either. I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I haven't. But this one feels heavier. Let's weigh them out. Okay. Hope you guys can see that. 6.5 ounces. Now, with the original goat kit, 5.9 ounces. See the difference? So this makes your knife lighter. It looks like it would make your knife heavier, I know. But actually your knife gets lighter. Now, if you get the titanium scales, I'm sure they're going to be heavier. Because titanium's a heavier material. But that's one reason why I really like aluminum, people, is that, aluminum's light. And if you get a good 60-61 aluminum or 70-75 aluminum, it's strong too. It's not just light, it's strong. So, that's a good thing. Always keep all my boxes and, keep everything all together. Get someone to sell something down the road. Blade thickness. It's 3.8 millimeters thick. I know how thick it is, but, I'm just going to show you guys. These have fairly thick blade stocks for, the size of knife that it is. That one's saying 3.63. Let me see if I go back further. Nope, 3.66, 3.64, 3.63, 2.66, and all the way to the tip. 1.15. 3.63. And let me see what this one is. I thought it was 3.8. Nope, 3.64. So it's 3.6 millimeters. Or 3.7, 3.6, somewhere right around in there. All right, people. Blade length, tip to, 3.5 inches exactly. 3.5 inches exactly. 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Yep, 8 1/4. Love these knives, people. I love these knives. I can't wait to take my other one and turn it into one of these with the titanium scales. We'll make a video, people. It should be here this week. So you guys can expect the video on it this week. $87.49. I couldn't resist, people. I didn't need it. I wasn't planning on getting one. Cold Steel sent me an email that I couldn't resist. They sent me an email I couldn't refuse. But anyway, peace. Stiletto.